Okay, folks, we're going to get started here in a few minutes. Get everything configured where we need it. Okay, that's good. All right. Make sure this doesn't fall off the stand. Okay, I think we should be good to go. This hopefully is a lot less demanding than we were doing this earlier this morning. And this is a game that I've actually had a while, and haven't really had much experience playing it. I am a big fan of the series, and but I haven't played this in particular one. Um, I played Close Combat 2, Close Combat 3, Close Combat 4, and 5. And then it kind of disappeared for a while, and it got bought out by another company, and they brought other things in and other modifications of it. And I haven't really played any of them. I bought them; they were on sale. You could get them all again for I don't know, $50 or $40 or something like that for every single one of them, and it seemed like a pretty good deal. And I decided to get them at that time, and I haven't really messed around with them at all. Um, haven't really messed around with them at all. I played the Panthers in the Fog a little bit. Um, Again, totally a pretty easy game to play. Just a matter of do you select with a right click and do you execute with a left click or vice versa. So we're going to go through a little boot camp here, and then we should be able to hit the ground running and see where this takes us. But this should not be very. This should run a lot smoother because it's pretty low intensity graphics, so to speak. And we'll just see where this goes with us. Okay, so we're gonna go over here to boot camp first, and We're just gonna go through them, and I may not go all the way through them because I'm very familiar with this game, but I just want to get the clickings correct. So we're gonna do a quick tour here. To quit boot camp, press escape. Control H. Okay. So we have a Bren gun section here. All right, so let's see who's in the Bren gun section. Of course, this is the part that I love here. So we have a leader here, down here in the right-hand corner. You got a leader that has and what they're equipped with. Looks like he's got an Enfield with a Bren gun and three other guys with Enfields as well. To clear the selected team, just click a location on the map with any. Okay, so if you click them and you want to unclick them, just go somewhere. After you select the team, issue orders, issue right click any soldier, bring up the orders menu. Okay. Move the independent destination, right? Okay. Thirty meters away, so 15 inches on the tabletop. And I think this is how you zoom in. Nope. No, I don't want to end the battle. Basically, just walking over there. Okay, yep, we know all that. Ferme Guglielmo. Ferme Guglielmo. Okay, I think we know what we're doing. Now, I don't like to do battles. I like doing campaigns, even though I don't know what the hell I'm doing as far as the strategic stuff. We'll be able to figure it out. So this is semi-historical, historical, semi-historical, historical fictional, historical. Operation Epsom, Grand Campaign. Oh, what are the mission settings first? Yeah, we'll be line. They can be veteran. That's fine. Always see the enemy? Absolutely not. Never act on initiative? Absolutely not. Always see enemy info? Nope. Always obey orders? Nope. Battle ends when force morale gets too low? Okay. I don't like time expiration. All victory conditions taken. 2 minute warning. Okay. I like that. And I'm playing the allies. Okay, good. This is the only part I'm not really familiar with at all. Not having played this, I did play the Battle of the Bulge one and the and what's the other one called? I played the Battle of the Bulge one and then the Normandy one with the Americans, and it has the same kind of interface. So it's like we got some paradrops, we got some mortar support, no air power, artillery. I don't know what the difference is between these two artilleries. We'll figure it out. So we got some guys that are engaged. Looks like on 5 different squares here. We're going to have to move forward. And it looks like the German reinforcements are going to come from these different zones here. And it's wet. Starting date June 26th, 0600 hours. All right, so the Allies are going to come in here. So let's see who we've got starring in these Allied roles. Okay, so here we already have. Oh, here we already have 15th Division, 46th Brigade, the 9th Cameronians. Okay, and it looks like they got down here at the bottom. You see that they got a platoon HQ, 2-inch mortar team, 2 Bren sections, a Piat, a 3-inch mortar, some rifle sections, basically some infantry with Bren sections, and some kind of Churchill and a Churchill crocodile. Oh, here we go. We can click on it exactly. Does it say what kind of a Churchill it is? No. Okay. And they're engaging. And here's a little snippet down here of what the map kind of looks like. So open fields and so forth. They're engaged with the Hitler Jugend Nazi bastards. Okay. SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment 26. Okay, that was the one that was commanded by fuck, everybody knows who he is. I forget what his name is. Anyways, some racist. Yeah, I'm surprised it actually tells me what we have here. Okay, and over here, this one we have the 2nd Glasgow Highlanders 15th Division. 15th Division must be the Scottish division. Actually, now that I think of it, it is. And they're engaged with the 12th SS, Hitlerjugend, Panzer Pioneer Battalion. So these guys don't look like they have any armor support. Okay. And then moving right along in Mue zone. They have a zone called Casino. Interesting. What did this board look like? Fields, that sort of thing. What we got over here? The 8th Royal Scots of the 44th Brigade, 15th Division. Okay, so these are all Scottish troops. I can hear the bagpipes already. And there's a Churchill and a Churchill crocodile. And these are fighting the also some SS Panzer Grenadiers. I don't know how accurate the enemy information is here, because I have some information on what's in the enemy forces, but I'm not sure that that's accurate or it could be trusted. I hope it's not accurate. That's half the fun. And over here on the eastern flank, we have the 6th Royal Scot Fusiliers, and they're also engaged with. Now this is interesting. Okay, there we go. They're also engaged with SS 12th SS. So it's Scots versus 12th SS. Basically, that's what the theme is. And this looks like it's the 44th Brigade. Oh, hold on a second here. This is the 44th Brigade, and this is the 46th Brigade, and this is the 46th Brigade. Okay, too. So two different brigades of the 15th Scottish Infantry Division. All right. Now, not having played this before, one of the things that you do on this is it allows you to like move and stuff. But we're engaged in combat, so I have a feeling that you've got to basically clear this zone before you can even move forward. And it's not letting me do that. So we're going to have 4 different battles. Now, we saw this one is basically open fields. So is this one. There might be like hindrances and stuff because of corn or something like that. That one's got less grain in it. And that one's like the city one. Okay. So we've got some artillery options here. That's mortar support. I need to make sure that we push this thing open. So we got tanks here, and tanks and no tanks here, and tanks here, and tanks here. So we got on the ends. Okay, so they all have tank support except this one in the middle. There's no tank support there. I'm going to make sure that we drop in artillery there. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop artillery in all 4 of them, just to be safe. I want to make sure we're able to get off to a running start here, and not get pinned up against the map. Okay, I'm basically going to. We're going to have 4 different combats. Well, we'll see if anybody shows up to watch this ridiculousness. All right, so we're going to execute. No surprise on the movement results. Okay, and I think I can play them in whatever order I want. I'm not sure why this is red and that one's not. Maybe that's the one that comes up next. Can I do them in whatever order I want to? If so, I think I want to do this one first as the least amount of enemies in it. No, I don't get to pick what order I'm doing them in. Okay, we're doing the one that's circled in red. So we go next. All right, and this is where I get to. Oh, there you go. There's the bagpipes. All right, we'll be right back. Just 1 second. All right, we're not going to be listening to Scottish music without having a dram. Oh, went away. Okay, well, so what do we got here with the Ninth Cameronians? We got a platoon HQ. I wonder if I could modify what this stuff is. Okay, so we got support of the Churchill Crocodile. I bet these are things I can choose from. Let's see what the map looks like. Okay, so we got a tree-lined road that we have to cross. A tree-lined road we have to cross, and then it's pretty much open terrain. So tanks aren't going to be able to sneak up on anybody for sure. Okay, and this is the right flank of the operation, all the way on the west side. All right, so let's go to the previous screen, and let's see what kind of support elements I have to choose from. Oh, here, on the support. We'll do that first. 6-pounders. Oh, geez. Okay, a lot of Churchills. All right, so we got a Churchill 6 and a Crocodile. Now, the Crocodile is a flamethrower. It's open terrain. I don't really need a flamethrower on there. What if I took this and moved it to here? I guess maybe I have to deselect one. Let's put the Crocodile back and let's put a Churchill 3. Okay, Churchill 3 has a 6-pounder in it, I'm pretty sure. And can I remove the 3-inch mortar and add another Churchill 3? Okay. Let's see if we got any other. Let's get rid of all the Churchill threes first. Okay? Let's put them all right there. Let's put all the Churchill threes there. All right. The 7th Rifle Platoon, I may be limited to only 2 units here. It's got a pair of Bren sections. If I remove one of them, maybe I can't. Better keep a Pyatt just in case. Rifle section, Bren section, Bren section, Bren section. Let's remove a Bren section. Oh, it's not. Maybe I have to select one of these first. Doesn't look like I can remove these. Number 10 Rifle Platoon, number 7 Rifle Platoon. Oh, something happened there. Okay, that's how I switch between them. Well, interesting that there's more Bren sections than rifle sections. I would have liked an equal of each, but I guess that'll do. Um, I'd like a team that has a Pyatt. And what are my choices on this? I don't think I can have another one. Okay, we're going to go with this. So we have a hefty platoon, a couple more squads here in support, 3 Churchill tanks. All right, so we're moving southwards. Okay, how do you zoom out on the map? The arrow key is going to allow me to do that? Okay. Put all the tanks on defend. All right, let's put them all together. We're going to move them, but at least let's put all the things that go together. All right, so here's a HQ. We're going to put them on Ambushka and get them all orientated in the correct direction. All right, we got a Bren team here. We got a Bren section here. The 2-inch mortar. Another Bren section. That's 3 here. Another Bren section. That's 4 here. A Pyatt. All right, that's a support weapon. What's up this up here? Rifle section. All right, so this is what we got. We got an HQ, 1, 2, 3, 4 Bren sections and a rifle section. All right, and we need to first take this cornfield. All right, and it's basically like open freaking terrain. Big time open freaking terrain. All right, so what we're going to do is let's take a Bren gun team and let's move them over here. And I guess this little line tells me what kind of terrain that they're in. Let's see if the escape button gives me some options. No, But I'll probably just say, do you want to end the battle? No, I don't want to end the battle. Alt H. Shift H. One of these was like the help manual. Which one is? Control H? Shift H? Alt H. Oh, thought it was. How about just H? Nope. Okay. Um, and we're going to take this Bren section and we're going to put them on ambush. That means they're not going to open fire until guys are right on top of them. Put this Bren section over here. So you have Bren, 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 and Bren. And then the rifle team, we'll put it somewhere in the middle. The HQ here. Make sure all these have the little green marker. That tells me that they're basically ambushing. They're not going to start firing randomly and give their position away and people are going to hose them. But the tanks can't really hide. Oh, what did we miss? We missed another Bren section? Okay, it's over here. Ambush. Okay. And you can quick grab them from here as well. Wonder if I can. Yep, I can. Oh, look at that. I could touch the screen and move it where I want to. All right, so we're going to have one Churchill here, one Churchill here, and another Churchill here. And we're going to take that 2-inch mortar team and put it two-inch mortar team. Let's put it kind of in the middle. HQ there, rifle squad there, and the Piot here. I have a feeling that something's going to appear behind this like tree line or something. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Let's begin. And definitely want to look for red dots here down here at the map at the bottom. All right, so we're going to take this rifle team and we're going to sneak and take the cornfield, which is how many meters away? Like 60 meters away? 80 meters away. 40 inches. 40 inches on the battlefield in the miniatures game. Who's in that? Preslin. He's equipped with a Sten. Kimmings, Steen, Oakley, Shore, and Beck. Now I'm going to take this HQ. I'm not going to fire, but I'm going to pretend I'm firing, and the line of sight is blocked. So this is somewhat of a raised road. Okay, right click to disengage from that. Is this something we see on the board? Yeah. What do we see here? Got some entrenchments here. Got the Churchill opening up. Sure is. Yeah, see, they kind of don't follow directions sometimes. I tell him to move forward. He's exposing his side. Got some entrenchments over here. Going to see lots of little camouflage smocks. We're fighting the 12th SS. They do have smoke capability. Yeah, this Churchill's fucking around. Typical. Now, what do we got over here? Boy, these Churchills are having a hell of a time to. All right. Yeah, they knocked out a Churchill. Yeah, they exposed his flank. Well, actually, he didn't. I wonder what it was. We'll never know. All right, what's the next objective? 156 meters away. Dude, take him under fire. That's greens. It's a pretty good chance of hitting him. This thing doesn't want to go down this hill. I think I'd have the speed dialed all the way down, but that's the speed this thing moves at. Let's get out of this smoke. Boy, this guy's just fucking around all kinds of different ways. Where's that 2-inch mortar? I don't think it's got that kind of range, but drop me some smoke over there. Hmm. Oh, that's one of my smokes that wasn't even close. Sounds like somebody getting hit with the back of the butt of a rifle. All right. We're trying to cross a barren field. And that's with them crawling. All kinds of dead critters over here. Fatigued, winded, winded. Check on one thing. So they morale dropped and they left. And then when I'm able to set up again, I'm able to set up in these areas here to conquer the rest of them. Okay, so look at losses. It's like I lost 3 infantry, killed, and I killed 4. Okay. Okay, now we're doing this one next. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and end this stream since nobody came on. And I figured, well, I'm waiting on getting a package delivery so I can do the mixture. But I guess I'm going to have to get started without